So this is kind of interesting. I have my thesis here, which is quite a long document. And on a scrolling view, even with an outline, it can take a long time to go through it. Of course, I also have it mapped out, the concepts. So what I'm beginning to see, like here's people, not everything is correct. This is manual and testing. So like Licklider, Wendy, and Les aren't properly tagged, but these are the concepts found in the document, which I can like or not. For instance, yeah, let's not go into that now, but these are the first few sections of the document. And it may not be better to read it like this, but the point is I'm trying to help the user think in this space. So for instance, where do I mention author? Here I can see the sections. It's probably a lot. So I do this to go into focus mode, and only the sections. Now these are actually before the introduction of the document, but it's beginning to make sense. If I now click on Hamilton, does that? Yeah, of course that goes to me. And I've opened me. I can read what it says here. Close it and go out of focus mode. Put author back into here. Point is that very easily I should be able to deal with these sections here as well as I can with the traditional view here, so that I can work on these sections and subsections. Like right now there is no logic to how they follow. I just manually made this. If I go all the way back to the beginning of the document laboriously like this, I have started after acknowledgement. So I did introduction, that's first, and you see introduction has a lot of keywords. So let's focus mode again, like this. That's not what I meant. So let's do that again. Select, and then here you see these are the things discussed in the introduction. So I could see what people are mentioned, what other things. So I've got a focus. So as I'm going through trying to structure this document, maybe they will each have a number. Like heading would be one, and then maybe get down to research questions and so on. They could be, as normal documents, 1.2 and so on. But where do I talk about sparklines? I don't actually talk about it in any of these bits, okay? Now I'm interested in perspectives. Where does that go to? View specs. Yeah, of course, that makes sense. Oops, so that's the benefit of the focus mode again. Something was even hidden there. I'm going to select events. I only have one. Well, this is also an event. Deselect. Visual meta is of course the key topic, so should maybe put that on top. Select that, and it goes in all these different places, but only these sections of the document. So it may be useful to have a writing as sections as cards, and then have the keywords in the space. Maybe put that over here actually, because it's such a key thing. Move it up a bit. That's kind of cool. Make it bigger. Yeah, I think I should look at that. And obviously a way to automatically stack them in order, horizontally, vertically, and by depth. Cool. Let me see what I can do. Select, labels. Okay, these are all called title now. So let me see what I can do. Align, left, why not? Layout, alphabetical, let's call it that by depth. Now that's pretty cool. They're too close. We need maybe a command to make them further away. But if the whole book is like this, we're beginning to get into a interesting section. So CERN, which section is that? Oops, that's not what I meant. And focus, deselect. Let's do CERN again. Focus. So it shows me which sections of the book. Show all, unfocus, same thing. So I can start doing experiments with stacking these things, having different kinds of elements where I want them to be. And I can hopefully not only edit them, so if I now, unfortunately this is a problem, if I long hold to edit, I get it in this type of a dialogue, which is not really writable. I mean, it is, but it's not ideal. So, worth thinking about.